Oh, hey. I see you out here eating. I was sitting inside looking at you. I forgot. I was sitting inside looking at you eating. I was inside looking at you. I was inside looking at you. Did you get them cookies? Did you get them cookies right there? You get them vanilla wafers? He's in vanilla wafers. He loves vanilla wafers right there. Get that vanilla wafer right there. That's a vanilla wafer right there. That's vanilla wafer right there. I'm gonna go turn this light on. Don't run off. Don't run off. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, vanilla wafer right there. Got a vanilla wafer right there. I vanilla wafer right there. You want another vanilla wafer right here? Yeah. That's one way to get you to come close, ain't it? That's one way to get you vanilla wafers. I was gonna make some banana pudding. I forgot. I was gonna make some banana pudding. I forgot to make the banana pudding. I forgot I was gonna make it, and I forgot to make the banana pudding. I was just wondering if that raccoon liked banana pudding or not. Did he like banana pudding or not? That raccoon, he loves banana pudding. He ain't never had no banana pudding, but that was his most favorite thing, banana pudding. I don't want to just give you all these cookies. That ain't nothing but sugar. You know that ain't nothing but sugar, don't you? You know that ain't real good for you. That raccoon, that ain't real good for that raccoon. That ain't good for that raccoon right there. That ain't good for that raccoon right there. He don't care. I tell you what, that's a strong looking raccoon. His chest, he looks like a little Mighty Mouse. A little Mighty Mouse right there. A mighty mouth. A mighty mouth, not a mighty mouse. That raccoon right there, mighty mouth. Got a big old back feet, big old hind back foot on him. What do you think about that? What did you think about that? What? What is it? You see that bag sitting over here, don't you? You see that bag? The bag right there, you got that stuff in the bag. Hang on, come here. Come here. Get up there and get them right there. He fell off the wagon. He fell off the wagon right there. That raccoon fell off the wagon right there. He fell off the wagon right there. He touched me with his hands. He touched me, he touched me, he touched me. That raccoon touched me. He touched me that time, that raccoon did right there. He touched me that time. That raccoon's a nice raccoon. What you thinking? What you thinking, You real shy and real scared, you're ready to run, but them cookies are just too sweet, ain't they? Them cookies are too sweet to run. Them cookies are too sweet to run off on. Get up there and get them right there. You ain't got but a handful more now. You ain't gonna get but just a few more. You hear me? I only put a handful in there. I don't think you need to sit up here and eat a whole box. That raccoon, he eat a whole box. Oh, they like that vanilla wafer. These are little tiny vanilla wafers. The mini, the small ones. Hang on, hang on. Darn, don't get in no great big hurry and try to rush me up. Darn, you trying to rush me up? Darn old raccoon, trying to rush you up. That raccoon trying to rush you. He telling you to hurry up, hurry, hurry, hurry. Raccoon, he might not make it if you don't have any more. He might not make it if you didn't have any more. Take it from me. Yeah, okay. Get it right there. He smelling me. He didn't want to get. He didn't want to touch me. That's Raccoon. Yeah. Well, I'll put it right there for you. You ain't got to come up here to me. I ain't asking you to do nothing. I ain't asking you to do nothing. That bag. That rattling of that bag right there. He don't like that. Now, hang on one second. I got to put this bag in my pocket. Okay, this is the last two Raccoon right here. That's the last two right there. That's the last two. He got both of them at one time. One of them in his mouth. Now that's all they are. When you eat that one, you better make that one last. You better eat slow on that one. That's all they are now. Let's see what he does now. Now what you going to do? That's all they are. There ain't no more. That's clean water. I just put that clean water in there. You want some pecans? You want some of these pecans? Come here. He knows what that bag is. He's seen that bag there before. He knows what's in that bag right there. He knows what's in that bag right there. Come here right here and get them pecans right here. Pecans, 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 pecans. He loves pecans. That was his favorite thing. That and then mini vanilla wafers. He loves vanilla wafers. First time he ever had none, but he loves them anyway. That was the first time he ever had none. That Raccoon, he never had none. That's the first time he never had none. Raccoon right there. He's such a nice raccoon. He got a big wide chest on him. His chest is as wide as my hand, or wider than my hand is. But he's not a young raccoon. He looks kind of young, but have a chest that wide. I can tell who you are by your smacking. I can tell who that raccoon is by his smacking. We call him Smacker. His skin looks his fur looks real good. It's got the white color and the dark color mixed in. It's kind of the gray and light gray and white and just all kind of soft looking colors. It's a nice raccoon. He's thinking right now. He's doing a lot of thinking right now. He's thinking. He don't understand what's going on. The pile's getting smaller. It's getting smaller. Ain't nothing that will happen to the pile. It's all gone but two pieces. He don't understand that. You got pecans in that bag right there. You got pecans in that bag right there. He won't know if you had pecans in that bag. He didn't know if you had pecans in that bag or not right there. He didn't know if you had pecans in that bag. He had to come up here and ask you, did you have pecans in that bag? He didn't know else how to say it. That's the only way he knew how to say it. Did you have pecans in that bag? Oh, Smacker. You're Smack. Darn old meal. The meal over there loud tonight. That meal I'm talking about, what they do at that meal is they take pine tree fat lighter stumps, fat lighter trees, but they'll take a fat lighter stump or a fat lighter tree a pine tree, and they get all the tar out of it, all the resin, however you want to pronounce it. Tomato, pecan. Pecan. They get the rosin out of it, and they take the rosin, whatever you want to call it, and they put it in all kind of products. They put in, they take the pine tar, not the pine tar, but the pine pitch, the fat lighter part. That the fat lighter is something like juice, something like water, and they get the fat lighter juice out of the wood, out of the tree, and then they put it in medicine. They put it in Gatorade or either Powerade, one of those drinks, one of those sport drinks kind of things, Gatorade or something. They put that fat lighter rosin in that drink, and when the women put makeup on their face, it's not as bad now, but it used to. A lot of women's makeup has that pine tar in it, or pine pitch, whatever you want to call it, pine tar juice, the fat lighter juice. It has, they put in women's makeup, they put in medicine, they put in the drinks that you drink, they put in food. Get up there, you ain't got to back up like a frog. That Raccoon, you backing up like a frog. I got to stand up, Raccoon. I got to stand up. My hip, my back's hurt me squatting down. But that plant's been in business about 100 years, doing the same thing, taking the pine tar or the pine pitch, pine tar juice, the fat lighter juice out of the stumps and the trees, and that's what they're doing over there. They take the trees and the stumps, the fat lighter, and they grind all that up into chips, and they get all the juice out of it. We used to go down to the swamps all the time. You can go to the swamp down there and walk around down there, and you can find a whole tree, 30, 40 foot tall, be nothing but fat lighter. Most of the time, 90% of the time, you'll find stumps. They dig the stumps up. They will haul a semi-truck load of fat lighter stumps, pine tree stumps, from Arkansas all the way to Georgia. A semi-truck load of pine stumps from Arkansas to Georgia. Across 2 or 3 states, 3 or 4 states, however many states that is, to here. I don't see how they make any money doing that. How much fuel does it take to drive from Arkansas to here in a semi-truck with stumps, and you got to drive the truck all the way back to get another load? You're talking about more than one day's drive. A lot of driving just for a semi-truck full of stumps. But where I live at, 90% of the stumps are gone. Yeah, fat lighter stumps. It takes years to make a fat lighter stump. You just don't cut a tree down, the next day you got a fat lighter stump. It takes years. Right conditions, because all stumps will not become fat lighter stumps. Oh, that might call that Raccoon Stumpy. Stumpy. That was on, what was that on? Stumpy. Oh, that was on Old Brother, Where Art Thou? Old Brother, Where Art Thou? No, Stumpy. Yeah, that little short guy with the broom. Okay, this is all the pecans you're gonna get, I'm telling you right now. You're making a little mess down there too. You hear me? That's all you're gonna get right there. When you eat that up, you're gonna have to eat some of this cat food and dog food and raisins. Cat food, dog food. 2 kinds of cat food, dog food, raisins, cranberries. These are the cranberries right here. That's the cranberries. Now you talk about something good and juicy. Now man, those things are good. See, that's a berry that fell out of the tree. You mess with that thing, it'll turn you purple. That's a nice raccoon. He's the one that has a little dot on his right side of his nose. He has a dot on the right side of his nose. Them raccoons has to eat up some pecans now. They eat a half a pound a night of shell pecans. I'm not gonna let him eat a half a pound. I'm gonna let him eat about a quarter of a pound. You killing me, raccoon. You killing me with that smacking. You getting down with that smacking. No smackaroo. Oh my God, that raccoon smackaroo. Tell you what, I've noticed them raccoons, when they start eating, sometimes they'll eat 30 minutes non-stop. They'll just eat, and eat non-stop. It's amazing how much they can eat. That raccoon, he only eats it because it's there. If it wasn't there, it was not there, he would not eat it. If it was not there, he would not eat it. He eats it because it's there. That's the only reason. Nice raccoon. He's a nice raccoon too. He might be the nicest raccoon I see tonight. And you might be the nicest one. He got where he trusted me. I'm only about 1 foot from him. I could reach out there and touch him. He's still a young raccoon. He's maybe a year old. That raccoon's sure glad he found this here breakfast table. That was his luck when he run this breakfast table. He lucked out he found this breakfast table. He heard about the breakfast table, but he never seen it before. Raccoon there. When I was growing up, back in the 50s and the 60s, my daddy's mama had a buffet, had a boarding house. My daddy's mama had a boarding house where you could rent rooms for the day or the night, week, whatever you wanted. And she had a buffet that she would serve. And man, you talk about some good food back in the 50s and the 60s. Fried chicken, baked chicken, cornbread. Oh man, Lord, them women know they could cook. And but we'd go down there and we'd eat free, you know, we'd get to eat free. But when we go eat free, we'd go in and do whatever, you know, a little bit of work to help out. But for about 30 years, she had a buffet house. And they had shrimp and some other things there too. If you know you want to order some shrimp on the side or special stuff, they cook it special for you. And but it was something like $3. $3 you can go and eat all you want for dinner time, breakfast time $3, dinner time $3. And but yeah, man, that was some good times there. I remember she had a boarding house. It was downtown by the river, and the merchant, the ship workers, the dock workers, and all, a lot of them stay there. But I remember in the hallway they had a cigarette machine, and they had Lucky Strike, Camels, Pall Mall, oh man, I can't remember now. There were 2 or 3 more cigarettes that I remembered. I could see that cigarette machine sitting there in the hallway. Something like 50 cents. You can get you a pack of cigarettes. Lucky Strike. Oh, you had Winston. She made good money with that buffet house now. That buffet time, when the breakfast and dinner time they were serving, she stayed busy all day long. There was people coming and going all day long. That was some good food. Her brother, my daddy's mama's brother, was a cook too. He helped in there, and he could cook. Oh Lord, he could cook. Raccoon, I think you're about to eat another pile of pecans up. What you thinking now? What's on your mind now? What you thinking? How about get some water? Go in there and get some water. That's a nice raccoon. He gonna go in there and get some water. I gotta stand up. Oh wait, I had to stand up, raccoon. My back hurts. My hip, my leg, my foot. Oh, Fat Jack. What is it? I think he had enough of pecan. Go find something to do for a few minutes. Come on back in a minute. Oh, raccoon. He's a little bit nervous. He just stopped right down there looking back, trying to make his mind up. Now he turned around walking off now. Yeah, he ate a pretty good bit of pecans. Well, he loved them vanilla wafers. I got to go in and get some more of them. About 3:30 in the morning, quarter till 4. I think I might go in a few minutes and go ahead and make that banana pudding. I might do that in a few minutes. Go in there and make banana pudding, and it'll be ready for tomorrow. Yeah, I noticed Black Spot was in the kitchen, sleeping on the floor the last 2 days. I don't know why he went to the kitchen to go to sleep. Alright, stop this video, stop.